Okay. Okay, so today we are going to see the types of documentation. So mainly three types of documentations are there, right? One is the work in progress documentation, and second one is the product documentation, and third one is the handoff documentation. So what is this? First we'll go with this work in progress documentation now. So this is our first type. Okay, in this work in progress documentation, here here what will be the like such as requirements, documents, design documents. Okay, these all things can be done at the initial of the project. Okay, whenever we are going to be start our project, before starting our project, what we will doing, we will gathering all the requirements and like whatever the suitable for it, front end and back end, we are working on that, right? Doing the analysis. If everything is perfect, then we will preparing some plan, right? So to do these all things, first of all we have to make a document of that work, and we have to make a note also in that, like what is the status of the project, and what we have done, what is remain, how to do, and what are the things need to include in that project. Okay, so these all things we are making it as a documentation before starting of our project, right? Gathering all the requirements and noting all the information, and how to design, what to design, how to look that project. This all information we are making it as a documentation, and by seeing that documentation, everyone can easily understand, yes, what is what, right? So in this work in progress documentation, mainly the whole team the whole team will sit together with domain experts, right? If we people are preparing our project on some Java or some Python, okay, so that area particular domain expert, there they will be also sitting together, and we are discussing on that particular project. What are the things we have to include, what are the things we have to involve in that. Okay, so these things, simply we are creating one type of a communication on that, right? So by using some ubiquitous language for oral tradition that transmits the information, so simply we are creating here communication by involving all, right? So in this first point here, first of all, we are using all the agile methods, right? Like XP. And in this mainly whole team will be sitting together, right? This sitting together is also one part of this XP, right? And whenever we are sitting together and discussing about the project, okay, whenever we are releasing our project, definitely we will be involving the domain expert and that particular product manager also. Why? Because that product manager is communicating with the stakeholder directly, so that he can give some ideas and some information on that, right? So for that purpose we are involving these persons also whenever we are discussing on anything, right? So the first one is nothing but creating communication, right? Second, XP team also use STDD methods, right? Definitely, we all discuss whenever the project we are developing or working, definitely there will be some changes, there will be some updates are going to be done. Either by a failure, okay, if any bugs has been raised, means definitely we have to change or update the code, right? We have to do something in that. So to do this, all this means simply we can say that we have to use some refactoring techniques. Okay, so this refactoring techniques we are going to be using in this TDD method. So here XP team use some TDD methods, right, to create some comprehensive test suites, right, which communicates about the implementation decisions, has ubiquitous and executable design specification that are readable, runnable, and modifiable by other developers. So how they will be preparing their projects, how they will be developing their projects, means it should be a readable and it should be a executable, right? And it should be accept on each and every machine also whenever they have developed, right? And they are not only they are going to be developing in one language, they will be selecting some few more languages also, right? So for example, whenever you people are transferring any amount or like if you Google, take the Google only, there will be some various languages in that, right? According to your convenient, you will be selecting that particular language and utilizing the services from that, right? So like that, they will be making readable and runnable and user can understand, okay? In that way, they have to create and they have to implement, right? So simply in second point, what they are saying means they will be using some TDD methods, okay, for the communication, like how to implement, they will be taking the decisions and executable or not, design is perfect or not, is it suitable for the other machine or not, okay, readable or not, can we run that application in the other things, like if we develop one application in some windows, okay, some other, like some other applications, is that application is supporting to the other machine or not, okay, if the person is opening from the mobile, is it supporting to that or not, okay, these all things they are going to be focusing. If it is not supporting, not working, what they will be doing, they will be changing, doing the updates. Have you remember that TDD? I have explained that topic also. TDD separate ga, right? So wherever we have get the failures or fails, okay, they are fixed. Second step, they will be fixing that bugs, okay, and they, so how they will be fixing that bugs? They by using some refactoring techniques, okay. They will be changing the code or they will be doing some modification, right? Some red, blue, green colors will be there, right? Have you remember or not? I don't know, but you have to remember that diagram and how that TDD will be working. Mainly it is for the refactoring. Whenever we want to do any changes in that, okay, at that time we are going to be using these methods, right? And third one, the team does documents such as vision statement and story cards, but these act has more has reminders than has formal documentation, right? So definitely whenever they are working or starting their project means definitely there will be some vision statement, this vision statement consists of like a plans, goals, okay, like scheduling, okay, these all things will be included, and some story cards. Story cards are nothing but it consists of like a users or stakeholders information, okay, user stories will be there, and simultaneously developers who are working on that particular project, they also will be conducting some meetings, right? Meetings, and they will be maintaining some charts or piece of paper, in that all the informations will be written. Simply we can say that it is a story cards, right? So this will be act as like a reminders. Have you observed or not? I don't know, but whenever you people have been visited to MNC companies or anything or anywhere, okay, so in their cabins, what they will be doing means some small sticky papers will be there, ma. Okay, some small sticky papers will be there. Okay, they will be sticking onto their cabin glasses or at side walls, so that they can, by seeing that cards or by seeing that paper, they can understand what is the work has done, what is the remaining work. Okay, some yellow, green, and red color chits will be there, ma. Okay, on that they will be writing the information, what are the things we have to do. Okay, simple ga avi goda katkabettaramma, there is some meaning for that. Okay, they will be pasting that cards on that walls. By it simply it will be reminding you, right? Reminding you what to do and what to focus on that, right? So that is the third point. And the fourth point here, XP practices supports work in progress communication in other ways more effective than written documentation, right? Already we have discussed this point in difference between agile and waterfall model, right? So in agile model, whenever they will be focusing on the software, not on the documentation. Okay, they won't waste the time on that. But coming to this waterfall model, they will be maintaining the documentation. Okay, so that if anything happens, so that they can refer and their work, right? So here, instead of that, here they will be focusing on the product and immediate release has a new versions. Okay, immediately they will be working and releasing on that, but they won't maintain. Why? Because time waste and some issues will be raised for that, right? So mainly time consuming will be there, right? So that's why here XP practices supports work in progress communication in other ways, like more effective than, right, written documents, like sitting together, discussing, involving everyone, like taking the ideas, collecting the charts, information. These all things they will be doing, so that they can improve the quality of the product, and they can release that product in time, so that the customer can will be happy, and simultaneously organization also, like that, right? So but they will be maintaining few other types of documentation now, means way to related. Okay, if it is important, they will be, right? So like that they will be maintaining, like a product documentation. Whenever they are releasing any manuals, at that time they will be writing some documentation for that, right? So this is the first type, right? And second type of documentation, that is product documentation, right? Already we have discussed this. Product document is again classified into how many types, ma? Yes, product document is classified into how many types, and what are they? Already is there, right? Chapandi. Two, right? Very good. Yes. What are they, ma? System documentation and user documentation, right? So we'll see what is this product documentation. Okay, product documentation mainly describes about the product, okay, that is being developed, and provides instructions on how to perform various tasks with it, right? So this product documentations can be classified into two types. The first one is the system documentation, and second one is the user documentation. So whenever the companies or any developers working on that product, like either a electronic, either a mobile devices, either a laptop, either a groceries, like anything, for that they have to prepare one manual, okay, some documentation, so that by seeing that documentation here, customer or whoever are using that, okay, they can easily understand, okay, how to use, where to implement. This all information will be consistent, how they have developed, whatever the ingredients they have used, okay. So for example, have you people seen that on groceries also, ma? Whenever you people are purchasing anything, like chips or lace packets, at the back you can see what are the ingredients they have added, okay, what are the ingredients they have added, that all list will be there, okay. Or on some other products also you can see whatever the ingredients they have added, all the list they will be maintaining, right? So like the documentations will be there for the products, right? So the first one, system documentation. So this system documentation mainly represents the documents that describes the system itself and its parts mainly, okay. System, here we are talking about, like in your projects, if you people are working, right? So first what you will be doing, you will be gathering the requirements of hardware and the software. You will be giving one page of information, whatever the hardwares you have used, whatever the softwares you have used, okay. Like that you are describing about your system and their parts, right? How much ram you have used, okay, like this, these all things you will be describing, right? So this system documents may include like requirements documents, okay, design decisions, how to design, what to design, how it should be look, appearance, these all things we are discussing, okay. Shall we develop that screen in screens with wt or by java, okay, by Apache, okay, like that we are taking some decisions, right, on some design decisions. And architecture, mainly this architecture is very important, na? So before developing your project, definitely they will be asking, okay, externals will be focusing on this architecture. Yes, where is your architecture of your project, means you have to show them and you have to explain them, right? Architecture means diagram, how your project is representing, how it is working total, right? You people are showing some UML diagram, some other things you people are showing. That is not architecture. Means how it is working, what are the things included in that total, your project is going to be represented with that, right? And the next, program source code will be there and some help guides, right? So this is about the system documentation. And second type is user documentation. Okay, in this product documentation, second type is user documentation. By name itself you can understand, whenever we people are purchasing anything, definitely we will be getting some documents on that particular product, how to use, or some tutorials, some guidelines. Okay, simply we can say some reference manual also, right? So it covers the manuals that are mainly prepared for the end users. End users means we are the end users of the product and the system administrators. User documents includes like tutorials, user guides, right? Troubleshooting manuals and installation and reference manuals. Okay, according to your product need, they will be keeping all the guides and the information in that, right? So by seeing that manuals also, you can do manually and you can get a lot of information on that particular product, right? So that is the user documentation. And the third type is handoff documentation. Okay, this is the last type. Okay, and this handoff documentation, what is the definition of this handoff documentation, ma? What they will be maintaining? What they will be maintaining, ma? Yes, I need answers from you. Handoff documentation. Yes, what they will be maintaining? What is the definition for this? Yes, mainly, yes, documents. Okay, they will be maintaining some documents. What, some important documents we can say, right? So here, what is this handoff documentation? Means they will be ensuring that important information is communicated to the future team members, right? So here the meaning of this handoff documentation is nothing but important information they will be noting on piece of paper or a single paper, okay, so that they can communicate in the future. So here the first a small set of documents recording big decisions and the information, which helps to sustain and maintain the project, right? It's a small set of document and it is used to maintain the project. Based upon that document, here decisions are going to be taken and they will be maintaining the projects, right? That is the first thing. And the second thing, the project designs features and non-obvious information. Here they will be maintaining all the designs, features, and what are the things included in that, okay? And whatever the things are not included in that, okay? We have to include in future also, coming future, okay? Like that they will be keeping all the information on this small set of document, okay, on some papers. And third one, error conditions, the possible remedies, straightforward approaches. This information helps the mitigate the risk of handling the code to a fresh group. So here they will be maintaining all like whatever the problems they have faced, okay, previously, and what will be the remedies for that, okay, what will be the solution, simply we can say solutions for that, and how straightforward approaches they have taken to develop on that particular project, right? So simply this all information can avoid the risk, right? whenever you people are working on coding and developing your project, at that time it will be avoiding the risk. Whenever you people are migrating your projects from one platform to the another platform, at that time it will be avoiding the risk with this information. So that kind of informations will be in this hand of documentation, right? So these are the three types of documentation now. One is the work in progress documentation, second is the product documentation, and the third one is the hand of documentation.